Welcome to the Long Run. Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
What are we doing today?
Today we're going to talk about our health goals and talk about did we accomplish anything this month?
All right, let's get to it. So for my goals, one of them is to run a sub 20-minute 5K. I haven't done that yet. The race is coming up in November at the Turkey Trot in Oviedo
On Thanksgiving Day.
I am I'm training for it now. So my next health video will be going up. My next running video will be going up probably in a couple of weeks. I'll have another update on that. That's coming up next month. So excited about that going on. Another goal of mine this year was to run 200 miles in a month. Up until this point, I'd only done it in February. Go figure, shortest month of the year.
Did you do it? Did you do it?
I did it this month in September. I did exactly 200 miles. Exactly 200 miles in February and exactly 200 miles. And I had to run 13 miles on Friday and 13 miles on Saturday to do it. But we did get it done this month. So that's two months out of the year this time so far that I've done 200 miles in a month. My other goal, next goal is to run 2,023 miles in 2023. I'm back on pace for that now. With my 200 last month, and then I'm scheduled to do about 220 in October, 200 and probably 12 I think in November, and then another 230 in December. So these last few months I'll get a lot more. I should get more consecutive 200-mile months as well. So I don't have to run the full 234 in December to get it. I should get it somewhere around December the 20th. And so by that point, I'll have the 2023 miles in the bag. I was trying to make sure I got it done before the end of the year. I didn't want to be having to run 50 miles on December 31st to
Yeah.
get 2,023 miles. So
Also, we have a trip coming up in October, and we have a trip coming up in December.
Yep.
And he didn't want to totally be tied to having to run this certain amount of miles just to make that goal, like in case he doesn't have time one day or something. Yep. So it'll give him a little flexibility there.
Yes, indeedy.
Yes.
And then another goal of mine was to do 500,000 steps in a month. I've done that several months. Pretty much every month I keep up with it. I get 500,000 steps. October, we're doing the steps challenge again with Derek's Journey. If you'd like to keep up with that on how we're doing in that, you can go over to his channel. We can link it in the description below. You can go over to his channel and check out the videos he puts up once a week about the steps challenge. And so I should get another 500K steps this month as well. So yeah, getting all those steps in. I have a goal this year to read 12 books. I'm on pace for that. Actually, I think I'm one or two ahead now. But in September, I read Blood is Black. And then
The Miracle Morning Routine book.
Okay. And I also read the Miracle Morning Routine book. I
don't remember if that's what the name of it was called.
But it's about the Miracle Morning.
I wrote MMR book.
Yeah. But I read both of those in September, and I was still done by the middle of September. So
yeah.
So for October, I'm going to be reading some discipleship books. You know, I've been a pastor in the past, and I'm consulting with a church in our area about discipleship and training people. And so I'm going to be reading these books to kind of brush up on some stuff and work out some plans for them. So that's kind of where we're at. This is a personal growth month as far as our books go. That's why I'm reading those to enhance my personal growth.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about Christy's goals.
All right, so
okay.
Yeah, I had a goal to take 9,500 steps per day, and I kept not, like I wasn't paying attention to it, so I wasn't really getting 9,500 steps per day. And when our last health goals video went up, it was like, man, I hadn't even been paying attention. So I went back and I looked and I was behind. And I thought, oh, well, I'll catch up. And then I thought, wait a minute, Derek is going to have another steps challenge. I don't want to start that steps challenge with tired legs because I was trying to make up for what I missed. So I said, no, I'm not going to go back and try to make up for the ones that I didn't get already. I'm just going to, from this day on, shoot for 9,500 steps every day. And I did. From that point on, all the way to the end of the month, I averaged more than 9,500 steps. And I think it brought it up to where I was averaging about 8,100 steps per day. If you put in the beginning of the month with the end of the month, I still wasn't at 9,500 because of the averaging out the amount. But that last 2 weeks, I averaged more than 9,500. So I'm fine with that. I like what would you say? I steered the ship back into. I corrected the way I was going. So anyway, starting October 1st is the steps challenge, and I'm going to be shooting for 10,000 steps every day.
Cool.
So, let's see. I haven't really been keeping up with most of my stuff, like the strength training. I just need to find a time to schedule myself actually doing that. I just haven't been scheduling it because I was doing other things, making other things priority, and I need to right that ship too. Healthy breakfast, I've been doing that on the days that I'm not intermittent fasting, which I do 3 days a week, and I've done that every day, every 3 days every week, so I've done that every week. And I've been choosing lower carb options, like using lower carb vegetable options. I want to clarify that, not lower carb option foods specifically, but vegetables. Like instead of using white rice, I use cauliflower rice in my food, things like that. I've been focusing on that, getting in more salads and green vegetables and stuff like that. And I think I did pretty good with that this month about, making sure that I had those options available and choosing them more often. Let's see, with my books, I'd have that same goal that Joel does, where we do 12 books every year. I don't know what I'm trying to flip that for. My September book was Blood is Black, the one that he read. I read it first.
Yep.
Then I also had some other books I was reading, but they were more like Haley's Hints. I think I showed that 1 month. It's more of a tips book, so it's not like reading, but it had some interesting tips. I will say it was copyrighted in 1995, so some of the tips were good, and some of the tips were outdated to the point that it wouldn't make any sense because we all might have replaced this item with a cell phone or something, something like that, with a smartphone, but so some of it was good and some of it was, that would have worked back then. But anyway, so I finished both of those books, and I am currently just started reading a book that's called Seek Him First. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It's only 126 pages, so I know I'm going to be jumping to something else in probably 3 days. So, because that's not very much reading. We started doing we've been doing a morning routine, but anyway, in my morning routine, I read 10 minutes a day at least. So yeah, 126 pages, and it's not even small print. So it'll be done soon. And so I'll be looking on to something else after that. But that's the one that I'm starting off the month with.
Cool. Awesome. Well, drop us a comment below and let us know how your goals are going. If you haven't set any goals for this year, it's never too late. Don't wait till January to set goals for yourself. Go ahead and set those now. And
that's right. Right the ship.
That's right. Right the ship. No, let us know how your goals are going. Maybe things you're looking forward to do by the end of the year. We'd love to hear those. If you'd like to see some more of our videos, we're going to throw one up right here. that you can click after we say the thing we always say. That's going to do it today. For the Long Run, Joel and Christy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christine.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.